Calling to order the Cuyahoga County Council regular meeting for Tuesday, November the 12th, 2019. Clerk, please call the roll.
Calling the roll, Mr. Tuma.
Here.
Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
Mr. Schron.
Here.
Ms. Conwell. Mr. Jones.
Here.
Ms. Brown. Here. Ms. Stevens. Ms. Simon. Here. Ms. Baker. Here. Mr. Miller.
Here.
And Council President Brady.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, is there any public comment?
No, Mr. President.
Okay. I'd like a motion to approve the minutes as approved on the agenda for October the 21st, 2019 Committee of the Whole, October 22nd Committee of the Whole, October 22nd regular meeting, October 28th Committee of the Whole, October 29th Committee of the Whole. Could I have a second?
Second.
Good. And a second. Been moved and seconded. All those in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. The minutes are approved. Is there a message from the county executive?
Yes, Mr. President, thank you. I'd like to briefly comment on the resolution introduced tonight extending the appointment of Sheriff David Schilling. Sheriff Schilling, along with Chief Deputy Brian Smith, are here tonight. They have been doing an excellent job. Sheriff Schilling's attention and commitment to improvements has energized the department and lifted the spirits of the employees. He is everywhere. He and Brian are everywhere, whether at deputy roll call or walking the jail. We're mindful of the vote of the county residents last week and of the request by council members that the next sheriff meet the high standards set by the charter amendment. Sheriff Schilling has promised to fulfill the degree requirement next year within the time period set by the charter amendment. I hope you will all confirm his appointment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Legislation introduced by council, consideration of a resolution of council for first reading.
Resolution number 2019-0244, approving the Metro Health System year 2020 budget in accordance with Ohio Revised Code, Section 339.06D, with the understanding that the allocation of county funds to the system has been made through adoption of the 2020-2021 biennial operating budget and capital improvements program for 2020.
This item will move to the November 26th council agenda for consideration for second reading adoption. Consideration of a resolution of council for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution number 2019-0245, approving the Metro Health System's policies and procedures to participate in one or more joint purchasing associations for the purpose of acquiring supplies, equipment, and services provided through joint purchasing arrangements in order to achieve beneficial purchasing arrangements for the year 2020 in accordance with Ohio Revised Code, Section 339.05.
This will be referred to Public Works. Committee report and consideration of a resolution for council for second reading.
Resolution number 2019-0234, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
And this item will also move to the November 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Committee report and consideration of an ordinance of council for second reading.
Ordinance number 2019-0011, enacting Chapter 725 of the Cuyahoga County Code to establish an opioid mitigation fund for the purpose of collecting and expending all funds received as part of any action related to the matter of in re National Prescription Opiate Litigation, United States District Court, Northern District of Ohio, Eastern Division, case number 1, 2017, MD 02804.
And this item will move to the November 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Legislation introduced by executive, consideration of resolutions for first reading adoption or suspension of rules. Could I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the Rules have been suspended.
Resolution number 2019-0191, approving a proposed settlement in the matter of Evan King versus Robert Matazzuni et al., United States District Court, Northern District of Ohio, Eastern Division, case number 118 CV 2353, authorizing the appropriation of funds for payment of settlement amounts set forth herein.
Move to adopt.
Been moved and seconded. This was discussed in the executive session. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0246, authorizing a proposed settlement between the counties of Cuyahoga, Ohio, and Summit, Ohio, and Teva Pharmaceutical Industries in the total amount of $20 million in cash and $25 million in product in the matter of In Re National Prescription Opiate Litigation, United States District Court, Northern District of Ohio, Eastern Division, case number 1, 2017, MD 02804.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This item was also discussed in executive session. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0247, authorizing a proposed settlement between the counties of Cuyahoga, Ohio, and Summit, Ohio, and Amerisource Bergen, Cardinal Health, and McKesson in the total amount of $215 million in the matter of In Re National Prescription Opiate Litigation, United States District Court, Northern District of Ohio, Eastern Division, case number 1, 2017, MD 02804.
Also discussed in executive session.
Move to adopt.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Thank you.
Resolution number 2019-0248, amending the 2018-2019 biennial operating budget for 2019 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations for appropriation transfers and for cash transfers.
Move to adopt. Mr. President, my colleagues, this resolution is the regular bi-monthly fiscal agenda. Questions have been directed to Budget and Management, and the answers are at your station. The requested items are routine, relating mainly to the appropriation of grants and the allocation of indirect costs. I recommend passage on first reading suspension.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. Resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0249, authorizing revenue-generating agreements with various county coroners in the total amount not to exceed $1,628,400 for autopsy and scientific testing services for the period July 1, 2019 through December 31, 2022, with the counties as listed on the agenda.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Any discussion? Mr. Shannon is here from the medical examiner's office if there are any questions. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0250, approving a collective bargaining agreement between Cuyahoga County and Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, representing approximately 18 employees in the classifications of call taker and emergency dispatcher at the Department of Public Safety and Justice Services Cuyahoga Emergency Communications System for the period April 1, 2019 through March 31, 2022, directing that funds necessary to implement the collective bargaining agreement be budgeted and appropriated.
This item was also discussed in executive session. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution number 2019-0251, confirming the extension of the county executive's appointment of interim Cuyahoga County Sheriff David G. Schilling Jr. for the term ending December 31, 2020.
This will be referred to public safety.
Resolution number 2019-0252, declaring the necessity of submitting to the electors of Cuyahoga County the question of a replacement of 3.9 mils of an existing Health and Human Services levy and an increase of 0.8 mil for the purpose of supplementing general fund appropriations for health and human or social services for a period of 8 years outside the 10 mil limitation in accordance with the provisions of Section 5705.192 of the Ohio Revised Code.
This will be referred to the committee of the whole.
Resolution number 2019-0253, determining to proceed with submitting to the electors of Cuyahoga County the question of a replacement of 3.9 mils of an existing Health and Human Services levy and an increase of 0.8 mil for the purpose of supplementing general fund appropriations for health and human or social services for a period of 8 years outside the 10 mil limitation in accordance with the provisions of Section 5705.192 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Councilman Miller.
Mr. President, my colleagues, the proposed Health and Human Services levy replacement with an increase of 0.8 mils for 8 years is designed to provide sustainability and predictability for our Health and Human Services funding. A significant part of the funding will simply maintain existing services. Once the rate is set, revenue is a fixed dollar amount that does not go up from year to year, but our costs go up $5 to $6 million per year for the same services. The levy will also provide some funding for enhanced services. If we did not propose an increase, we would still be able to pay for emergency and crisis services for people in need. The increase enables us to do more on the front end so that more people live well and need fewer emergency and crisis services in the future. Programs like alcohol and drug abuse addiction prevention, post-trauma care, early childhood education, reentry services, and the workforce sector partnerships are highly dependent on the increased funding. These programs are not state mandated and are first to get cut when money is short. These programs give us hope to do more than just tread water, to build a community that is economically and socially stronger with opportunities more evenly distributed. The increased funding will also help us respond to the rapid growth in our senior population with expanded services to help more seniors continue to live at home. The most important asset in any community is its people. The proposed Health and Human Services levy is a wise investment in our community's future.
Thank you, Councilman. This will be referred to the Committee of the Whole.
Resolution number 2019-0254, authorizing a community development and economic development business growth and attraction loan in the amount not to exceed $900,000 to Roshling Glastic Composites for the benefit of a company expansion project to be located at 4321 Glen Ridge Road in the city of South Euclid.
For Economic Development.
Resolution number 2019-0255, authorizing an economic development loan in the amount not to exceed $1,500,000 to ARC Impact Program for the benefit of leveraging equity and debt investments with positive social impact.
This will also be referred to Economic Development.
Resolution number 2019-0256, authorizing a revenue-generating agreement with United Cerebral Palsy Association of Greater Cleveland Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $84,396 for lease of space at the Green Road Services Center located at 4329 Green Road, Highland Hills, for the period January 1, 2020 through December 31, 2022.
This will be referred to Public Works.
Resolution number 2019-0257, authorizing amendments to agreements and contracts with various providers for various programs and services for the Cuyahoga County Fatherhood Initiative for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2019, to extend the time period to December 31, 2020, and for additional funds as printed on the agenda.
This will be referred to Health and Human Services.
Moving to the bottom of page 8, resolution number 2019-0258, authorizing an amendment to a master contract with various providers for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, to Skills Program for the period August 6, 2018 through September 30, 2019, to extend the time period to September 30, 2020, to change the scope of services effective October 1, 2019, to add various new providers effective October 1, 2019, and for additional funds in the total amount not to exceed $724,893 as printed on the agenda.
This will be referred to Health and Human Services.
Resolution number 2019-0259, authorizing an amendment to contract number CE 1700-230 with Emerald Development and Economic Network Incorporated for the Rapid Rehousing Program for homeless individuals and families for the period January 1, 2018 through December 31, 2019, to extend the period to December 31, 2020, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $1,391,325.
Health and Human Services.
Resolution number 2019-0260, authorizing a contract with the Salvation Army in the amount not to exceed $538,941 for the PASS Rapid Rehousing Program for single adults in connection with fiscal year 2018 Continuum of Care Homeless Assistance Grant Competition for the period October 1, 2019 through September 30, 2020.
Health and Human Services. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading.
Resolution number 2019-0237, confirming the county executive's reappointment of various individuals to serve on the Cuyahoga County Archives Advisory Commission for the term December 1, 2019 through November 30, 2023, is printed on the agenda.
Move to the November 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2019-0239, authorizing the county executive to accept dedication of land for a portion of Warrensville Center Road in connection with permanent parcel number 736-28059, located in the city of Shaker Heights as a public street, authorizing the county executive to execute the final plat in connection with said dedication.
This will also be moved to the November 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2019-0240, authorizing the Director of Public Works to execute and submit a loan application in the amount of $200,700 to Ohio Water Development Authority to finance a portion of the Egbert Road Force Main project in the village of Walton Hills for the period February 1, 2019 through December 31, 2019.
And this item will also move to the November 26th council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of the rules. Could I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The rules are suspended.
Resolution number 2019-0225, confirming the county executive's appointment of Megan L. Van Voorhees to serve on the Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services Board of Cuyahoga County for an unexpired term ending June 30, 2020.
Council President, Ms. Van Voorhees will be placing Ms. Cassie Handler, and she came before the committee expressing her desire to serve, and I respectfully request my colleagues' support.
Say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0238, authorizing a contract with Johnson Controls Security Systems in the amount not to exceed $1,395,016.20 for preventative HVAC and fire alarm security system maintenance services at various county buildings for the period October 1, 2019 through September 30, 2022.
Motion to adopt. Mr. President, on October 30th, 2019, Mr. Matt Reimer from Public Works came before the Public Works Procurement Contracting Committee to discuss this resolution. This will represent a $27,828 savings over the initial contract. This is for a 3-year prevention, maintenance, and repair for HVAC and fire controls for 5 county buildings, and I would ask for my colleagues' support on moving this forward on second reading suspension.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0241, authorizing the appropriation of real property for replacement of Memphis Road Bridge number 00.62 over CSXT Railroad in the city of Brooklyn, directing the county executive through the Department of Public Works to proceed with the acquisition of real property required for public highway purposes, authorizing the fiscal officer to issue the monetary warrants to be deposited with the probate court of Cuyahoga County in an amount that is equal to the fair market value of the property.
Motion to adopt. Second. And, Mr. President, this is a resolution dealing with an appropriation of real property. The Public Works Department is replacing a bridge over Memphis Road. near the Kitty Park over there, and this is involving CSX Railroad, and we're looking for movement on this on second reading suspension as well.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, the ayes have it, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0242, authorizing an amendment to contract number CE 1400-358 with Gemalto Cogent Incorporated for hardware and software maintenance and support services for the automated fingerprint identification system for the period July 1, 2014 through June 30, 2019, to extend the time period to December 31, 2020, to change the scope of services effective July 1, 2019, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $929,218.85.
Move to adopt. Second. Mr. President, this is an extension of existing contract, but we're adding maintenance to this of the software. So recommendation is suspension and adoption.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 2019-0243, making an award on requisition number 45502 to the James B. Oswald Company in the amount not to exceed $834,650 for professional employee benefits consultant services for the period October 15, 2019 through April 15, 2023.
Move to adopt. Council President, this was also heard in the Human Resource Appointment and Equity Committee meeting. Ms. Woods presented on it, and I respectfully request my colleagues' support.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it, the resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for third reading adoption.
Resolution number 2019-0226, making awards on various requisitions to various providers in the total amount not to exceed $2,400,000 for various supplies for the period January 1, 2020 through December 31, 2021, as printed on the agenda.
Motion to adopt. Second. And, Mr. President, this came before Public Works, discussing various supplies and people who put, companies that put bids on them, and I would request movement on this resolution for third reading.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it, the resolution is adopted.
Moving to the bottom of page 14, resolution number 2019-0229, authorizing various revenue-generating agreements with various providers for lease of space at various adult activity centers for the period January 1, 2020 through December 31, 2022, as printed on the agenda.
Move to adopt.
Second.
To adopt second. Mr. Tuma?
Yes. The members from the County Board of Development and Disability came before Public Works to discuss these various locations for lease extensions and such, and I would request movement on third reading for this as well.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it, the resolution is adopted.
Moving to the bottom of page 15, resolution number 2019-0232, making an award on requisition number 45672 to Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry in the amount not to exceed $1,210,750 for adult guardianship services for the period January 1, 2020 through December 31, 2021.
Move to adopt. I recommend passage so needed services for adult guardianship can continue.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, the ayes have it, the resolution is adopted. Miscellaneous committee reports.
Education, Environment, Sustainability is meeting 3 o'clock, November 20th, at its regularly scheduled time to hear a presentation on Lights Out Cleveland.
Safety, 1 o'clock Tuesday.
Economic Development is working with the clerk to establish a date that will coordinate with the parties that are going to be testifying for the two pieces that were introduced. There's 2 dates in controversy right now between Economic Development Department when they want to have the folks come forward. So we'll try and give you as much notice as possible, but one's coming from overseas and to testify. So we'll try and find a date that works for everybody.
As far as Public Works, we're waiting to see on a date as well, necessity of having to hold Public Works.
Mr. President, my colleagues, the next Committee of the Whole meeting on the budget will be coming this Monday, November the 18th at 1 p.m., at which time we will consider the Council's budget amendments. We also have another meeting, if necessary, scheduled for a week later on Monday, November the 25th at 1 p.m., but if all goes well on the 18th, then that meeting will not be needed, and there are no meetings of the Finance and Budget Committee scheduled at this time. Thank you.
All right. Any miscellaneous business before the council this evening?
Health and Human Services, working with the clerk to find out a good time.
All right, thank you, Councilwoman. Anything else? All right, thank you. This council meeting is adjourned.